Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the New York Yankees. John Shelby and Chris Singleton on the call. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. Today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. What do you have on him?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
All right, ready to get underway. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. As the lefty gets to work. Outside. And that's how Game 4 gets underway. No. Just missed.
Right through there for a strike. He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And Mookie takes. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now it's going to be James Outman. Wouldn't chase that time. Outman in his third season, batting second in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Betts gets his lead at first, nobody out. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And he deals. And strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. One ball. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in standing. Here comes a pitch. The punch out there, and there's one down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Rodon fires. And that one's a little bit low. And now it's even 1-1. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball. And a pitch.
2-2.
Freeman hits it in the air. Verdugo running hard. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 away. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And now the lefty. Ground ball right side. Torres. They take the force out, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back in the Bronx and towing the slab, Dustin May.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Now the third baseman, John Birdie.
The third baseman, John Birdie.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. And ball one. Pitch misses. 2-2. May delivers. That one misses. Full count out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
It's Aaron Judge now. Out to center. Outman drifts towards it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Close play, but in there.
Batting fourth.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. In the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Good So hitters count the 2-0. And a good eye there.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, one out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Gleyber Torres to bat next. Second and third, one away here in Game 4 of the World Series. That one finds the corner, and the count is 3-1. On the ground, Hernandez in plenty of time to first, and the first run of the game comes across. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Keep an eye on this at bat, because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd, and they add a pair. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Now, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
The batter now, Austin Wells. And there's the strike. Two outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And takes low for ball 1.
It's a good take.
The 1-2 stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. Back in the Bronx, top of the second, and now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. That's down and in.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. A wind and a pitch. And another ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one fouled off. The Yanks leading by 3 here in Game 4. That one misses. Ball 1. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
And here it comes. Got him swinging.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Man at first. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Drifts towards it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And now the count is even. That one ripped. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around third. He will score. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Just missed. The pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Fought off foul. The Dodgers trailing by 2 here at the top of the second. Outside low. Ball 2. And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gathers and throws to first. Taylor out of the play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
May back to work.
Ball.
And that's outside. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball. One out, base is empty. Next offering upstairs. And another ball. And there's ball four.
Take your base.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Man at first with one gone. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And the righty deals. This to third. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
The batter, the third baseman, John.
So the batting order turns over. John Birdie at the plate. Hit by a pitch leading off the ball game. May over to first. And he's back safely. And a foul ball. Two outs. That's in there. That is strike two.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner holds. Wouldn't chase that time. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Well, that pitch right there didn't even sniff the zone. He was all out of whack on that delivery.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Alex Verdugo. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Two on, 2 outs. Hard hit left side. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair as the lead remains 3-1. Back in New York. Here's Mookie Betts now.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
The pitch. That one missing inside. And that's down and away. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Just missed. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
In the air, out towards left center. Verdugo pulls it in on the run.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle. And with 2 outs, 1 swing, it puts you right back in this ball game.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. The Dodgers down by a pair. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
There's a strike. There's a swing and a drive. And it is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Muncy to hit. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball.
2 out, space is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Rodon ready. Here comes. And they'll do it again. Missed with a changeup. 3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Sit down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. The right-hander back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Righty delivers. Now he breaks his bat. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. and then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Here's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Wouldn't chase that time. At the belt and fires. Swing and a ball popped up under it. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Gleyber.
Torres up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Oh, 0-2 now. And that's in the dirt. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. And the pitch. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And he deals. Swings and misses. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 3 innings in the books here in game 4. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 2. Back for more from the Bronx. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Adolis Garcia. The wind of the pitch. That one inside. Ball 1. Double barrel action in the bullpen. Clark Schmidt getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Beater getting loose as well. The 1-0. In the air, foul off first. Rizzo drifts towards it, and a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The wind of the pitch.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The lefty fires. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
Full count.
And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Best. Back with the new arm in a minute. New pitcher now, Clark Schmidt.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Schmidt, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Schmidt throws over. Garcia dives back in safely. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The pitch. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Ripped to first, caught. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. No runs, no hits, no errors. And midway in the 4th, Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 2. The 4th game of the World Series. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And a pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call, and that's ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The pitch. Popped up. Under it. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And here is Anthony Rizzo. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1 low. Movement in the bullpen. James Paxton looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Kershaw also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, no strikes.
Pulls that one foul. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-1.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Kicks and fires. Good
Ball,
eye in that
that's
spot. Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Two outs. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And the right-hander deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Hernandez drop step going back and gone. An absolute smash to left. It's 4-2. He kept swinging and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
1-1.
And that one missing low.
1-0.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one almost hit him. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 4-2. Back here in New York, we go to the top of the 5th, and now Kike Hernandez. Schmidt back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. We've seen a lot of soft contact from them, and it hasn't been easy to barrel up the baseball in this one, but I'm interested to see if they can make any adjustments moving forward.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, We're starting with this already. Here comes Chris Taylor. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And there's the strike.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
And here it comes. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. One away.
The batter, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
So the lineup flips over. And next for L.A., Mookie Betts. Popped in the air, left side. Volpe gets under it. Out. Number 2.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. Volpe. They take the force out, and that is that. One left for L.A. They trail it here 4-2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, James Paxton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. John Birdie stepping in now for the Yankees. And a pitch. Up and in. And that is ball 1.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason. You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
The line to kick the pitch. Inside, just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Paxton deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three-two. In the air to left center. Sizing this one up. And there's one away. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Verdugo in the box again, takes a strike. Foul ball.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York, and it is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
Next offering way upstairs. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
One thing for me over the years, watching how right-handed hitters have tailored and changed their swing so that they could take advantage of the dimensions in right.
Smith gets it to first. Inning over. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Sliced hard but foul. The 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Victor Gonzalez getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Efros warming up as well. Breaking ball inside. 2-2. Left-hand batter waits. And now it's filled up.
Full count.
Ripped towards third. Zips it across. And Freeman is retired.
Now batting, the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And that one cutting but missing down low. Line drive. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball. And a pitch. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez. Not even close there. 1-0. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. That one missed. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next offering misses, and now 3-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And a payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Volpe throws it to first in time. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4-5-6 coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Dodgers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now it's Juan Soto. As the lefty gets to work. Swing and a miss, strike one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Not close with that one, and it's a ball and a strike. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
And puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Gleyber.
Here is Gleyber Torres, and it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And another ball. That one is absolutely belted. Hernandez on the move. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Man at second with one away. And next for New York, Austin Wells. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. In the air, right field. Garcia settles under it. Snags it for the second out. Anthony Rizzo
Now
steps to
batting,
the plate.
first baseman,
Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of
Anthony
strikeouts.
Rizzo.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Runner at second, 2 down. Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Here comes a pitch.
2-2.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That ball's carrying. And out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. That one pushed foul. Kicks and deals. Chopper right side. And that will end the inning. Anthony Rizzo leaves the yard here. Now a 6-2 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Scott Efros.
And he's got a nice lead to work with,
Now
so he
pitching
should
for
come
the
in
Yankees.
throwing strikes, attacking
Number
these
59.
hitters.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
The catcher.
The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The pitch. Right through there for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Hernandez, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Efros, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. And ball one. The Yankees leading by 4 late here in game 4. And right back to the mound. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The bat, number 3, designated hitter, Chris
2 outs, base is empty. Chris Taylor down. Swings through that.
No ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Mookie now. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Taylor, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's fouled away. Ball on a strike. And the slider just misses.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Next offering is outside. That one finds the zone. Now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. Gets it to first, and Betts is set down. And that is the inning. So the Dodgers lead 1. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. J.P. Fireisen.
J.P. Fireisen.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
The designated hitter, Jason Dominguez.
And he deals. Left field. It falls in, and that's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now a chance for John Birdie. Runner on the move. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. And there's the ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. This one popped up right side. And that's a fair ball. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
The left fielder.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Alex Verdugo. 1 for 3. That one pulled foul.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The 0-1. And
1-1.
downstairs. No outs. Runners at 1st and 3rd. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And Judge takes a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Righty delivers. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Now Judge drives one deep left field. That one back and brings it in at the wall. Runner tags from 3rd. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 7-2.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Juan Soto
Now
down.
batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Snap throw to first. Birdie back in on a dive. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs. To the right side. Over to first. They get the out on Soto. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Caleb Ferguson.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Caleb.
James Outman digs in now. The pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Marinaccio also throwing. And the pitch. That one finds the corner. And 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And that's in for a strike. And a ball evens the count. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. There's a strike, 95 of that one. That just misses, and the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Muncy stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Goes down looking.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Yarbrough.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
The wind of the pitch. Strike 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Outside low. 1-2 to count. Out towards left center. Outman sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
One down, base is empty. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On its way to the corner. And that is foul. Two on the way. Gets a piece and stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Just missed. And that one missing low.
2-0 to count.
That's in there, and it's 2-1 now. Line drive. And it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ian Hamilton. Adolis Garcia steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a pitch. There's a strike. And the righty deals. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's 7-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. And that's some serious exit velo. Pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's in for a strike. Right-handed reliever. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Victor Gonzalez getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The Dodgers down by 4 here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Smith stands in now and watches strike 1. That misses, and now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. That one drifts inside.
Full count.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
All over that one right there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
New arm out of the bullpen, Ron Marinaccio.
Number 97, Ron Marinaccio.
Here's Kike Hernandez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Smith over at second, one down. Lifted in the air down the left side. Volpe moving under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris Taylor.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the DH, Chris Taylor. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. 1 strike away. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees stay alive. They take this must-win game 4.
You never want to come into a postseason series and get swept. You want to feel like you've had a chance. You've worked so hard to get here. They've still got a long way to go, but after this win in game 4, maybe, just maybe, they feel like they've got a chance.
(7-3) is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309.